Hook. 5 Navy bombers take off on a routine training mission. Clear skies. Experienced pilots. Perfect weather. Hours later, not a single plane returns. A rescue aircraft is launched immediately. It also disappears. No distress calls. No wreckage. No explanation. This was December 5, 1945. And it was just the beginning of the legend we now call the Bermuda Triangle. Intro. Welcome back. The Bermuda Triangle. A loosely defined area in the western North Atlantic Ocean stretching between Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico. Over the last century, this patch of ocean has allegedly swallowed dozens of ships and aircraft without a trace. Some say it's aliens. Some say it's a wormhole to another dimension. Ancient Atlantean technology. Even a secret government testing range. But here's what most people don't know. The Bermuda Triangle might not be mysterious at all. Subscribe and hit that bell. Because the truth about this legendary graveyard of the Atlantic will surprise you. Segment 1. Let's start with Flight 19. The event that launched the Bermuda Triangle into popular culture. 5 TBM Avenger torpedo bombers took off from Fort Lauderdale Naval Air Station at 2:10 p.m. on December 5, 1945. Their mission was a simple navigation exercise. Fly east. Practice bombing runs. Turn north. Then head back west to base. But 2 hours into the flight, the flight leader, Lieutenant Charles Taylor, reported that his compasses were not working. Radio communications became confused and contradictory. Taylor believed they were over the Florida Keys when they were actually over the Bahamas. He led the flight north, thinking they were heading toward the Gulf of Mexico. But they were actually heading deeper into the Atlantic. Fuel ran out. All 5 planes went down. A PBM Mariner flying boat sent to search for them exploded in midair shortly after takeoff. 13 crew members lost. The official Navy report blamed pilot error combined with instrument failure. But the lack of wreckage fueled endless speculation. Segment 2. So what actually causes disappearances in this region? Let's look at the science. First, the weather. The Bermuda Triangle sits in a zone where warm Gulf Stream waters meet colder Atlantic currents. This creates sudden violent storms that can appear out of nowhere. Waterspouts. Microbursts. Rogue waves over 100 feet tall. These are real phenomena that can sink ships in minutes. Second, the topography. The area includes the Puerto Rico Trench, over 27,000 feet deep. If a ship sinks there, it's never getting found. Third, methane hydrates. Large deposits of frozen methane lie beneath the ocean floor in this region. If triggered by an earthquake or landslide, massive methane bubbles can erupt to the surface, reducing water density so dramatically that ships lose buoyancy and sink in seconds. This has been experimentally demonstrated in laboratory conditions. Segment 3. Now let's look at the numbers. Because this is where the mystery really falls apart. Insurance company Lloyd's of London has stated that the Bermuda Triangle is no more dangerous than any other heavily traveled stretch of ocean. The U.S. Coast Guard agrees. A 2013 study analyzed all reported disappearances in the area and found that the rate of losses was proportional to the amount of traffic. The Bermuda Triangle is one of the busiest shipping lanes in the world. More ships and planes means more accidents. It's simple statistics. The Coast Guard also pointed out that many famous Bermuda Triangle incidents occurred during bad weather that was not reported in popular accounts. The legend grew because each disappearance was told and retold with more dramatic details added each time. The official records tell a much more boring story. If you're enjoying this deep dive, hit subscribe. We separate fact from fiction every single week. Segment 4. The real mystery isn't the Bermuda Triangle. It's why we're so fascinated by the idea of it. Psychologists call this narrative bias. A ship vanishing in a storm is a boring story. A ship vanishing in a mysterious triangle where compasses stop working and time flows differently is a great story. The human brain prefers the great story every time. Author Vincent Gaddis coined the term Bermuda Triangle in a 1964 magazine article. Charles Berlitz wrote a best-selling book in 1974 that sold millions of copies. Spielberg made it unforgettable in Close Encounters of the Third Kind. The myth became self-sustaining. Each new book, movie, and documentary added layers of mystery that the dry facts could never compete with. Segment 5. Environmental factors also play a role the conspiracy theories ignore. The Gulf Stream runs fast through the triangle, up to 5 miles per hour. Any wreckage from a downed plane or sunken ship is carried hundreds of miles within days. That's why so little physical evidence is ever found. Also, the area is prone to magnetic anomalies. Not supernatural ones. Real ones. The Bermuda Triangle is one of only 2 places on Earth where magnetic north and true north align perfectly. This can cause compass variations of up to 20 degrees. For a pilot in 1945 without GPS, that type of compass error combined with bad weather is a recipe for disaster. Add in the fact that the region experiences more tropical storms and hurricanes than almost anywhere else on the planet, and the mystery starts looking a lot less mysterious. Outro. So here's what we actually know. The Bermuda Triangle is a real place with real weather, real currents, and real dangers. But it's not supernatural. It's not a portal to another dimension. It's not hiding alien technology at the bottom of the ocean. It's a heavily traveled stretch of open water where accidents happen at statistically normal rates, amplified by human storytelling and a hunger for mystery. The science is clear. The data has been analyzed. And the most likely explanation for the Bermuda Triangle is that there never was a mystery in the first place. Just a good story that got better every time it was told. If you enjoyed unraveling this one with me, hit that subscribe button. Drop a comment with your theory. And as always, keep questioning everything. Thanks for watching.